Look, if you're a business owner, you already know the drill, right? A slick agency slides this polished pitch deck across your desk. They promise you the moon, first-page Google rankings, a massive flood of leads, a total digital transformation. So you sign the contract, hand over a hefty retainer, and you wait. But cut to 6 months later, and what do you actually have? You're sitting there staring at a completely generic report full of meaningless squiggly lines. They're telling you, hey, your impressions are up, brand reach is soaring. But let's be real, your phone is ringing exactly as much as it did before you hired them. Well, today, we're putting a stop to that. We're going to break down exactly how to rescue yourself from this incredibly frustrating, expensive cycle using a bulletproof vetting framework from top industry experts.
40%. Just let that number sink in for a second. 40% of businesses are desperately looking to fire their marketing agency in the next 6 months because of flat-out terrible results. I mean, that is a staggering figure. It really highlights this massive gap between the grand promises they make during the honeymoon phase and what they actually deliver once your check clears. The truth is, the digital marketing space is just flooded with firms that have mastered the art of looking professional, but generate basically zero actual results for the businesses footing the bill.
And we validate that agency trauma right away with a blunt, honestly unavoidable warning from industry expert Neil Patel. He says, if you just hire any digital marketing agency out there, you're going to lose money, period. You literally cannot just pick a firm at random. You've got to understand that so many of these agencies aren't built to solve your business problems. They're literally just built to sell you retainer contracts. If you go in blind without knowing exactly how to vet a partner, you aren't investing your budget. You're just losing it.
So where exactly is the disconnect happening? Well, think of your marketing spend like a wooden barrel, but it's completely full of cracks. The gold coins dripping out of the bottom, that's your budget, literally draining away into a puddle. Why? Because your agency is optimizing for vanity outputs, things like likes and website traffic. But traffic that doesn't convert is just expensive noise. What your business actually needs, what keeps the lights on, are tangible outcomes. We're talking phone calls, consultations, signed contracts, and ultimately, hard US dollar revenue.
A huge chunk of your money basically vanishes into what we call the confidence gap. There's this fascinating study by We Promote and Ascend2, and it shows that marketing agencies consistently rate their own work way higher than their clients do. It's wild. The people delivering the work think they're knocking it out of the park based on their little vanity metrics, while the business owners actually paying the invoices are reporting massive goal misalignment, incredibly slow delivery, and blown budgets. This happens because the agency is measuring success by their own outputs, totally ignoring your financial outcomes.
Section 1. Spotting the warnings. Red flags versus green flags. It is absolutely vital that you know how to spot the deceptive tactics of bad agencies and weigh them directly against the transparent, honest behaviors of a real business partner. A classic, massive red flag, the bait and switch. That's where a senior strategist pitches you, but the second you sign, your account is instantly handed off to junior staff or offshore contractors. No way. Another huge warning sign, agencies guaranteeing a #1 ranking on Google, that is functionally impossible to promise. On the flip side, what are the green flags? Look for agencies that clearly name the exact senior staff working your account. Agencies that actually show a little confident humility about how unpredictable algorithms can be. And most importantly, agencies that ensure you legally own all of your own digital assets and data.
Neil Patel has this absolutely incredible filter for this process. He says if an agency cannot effectively market their own business, they have absolutely no business marketing yours, right? It makes perfect sense. If they claim to be an elite SEO agency but have zero traffic coming to their own website, how on earth are they going to rank yours? He also points out that if they refuse to let you talk to their current clients, without the agency hovering in the room, of course, they are absolutely hiding poor performance, and if they lack the actual tactical skills to implement things on your site, or if they have terrible communication, walk away immediately. Because strategy without execution is completely worthless.
Section 2. The modern fintech edge. AI agents and speed to lead.
Okay, let's talk about the tech that separates the absolute pros from the amateurs. We are way past the era where waiting 24 hours to reply to a web form is acceptable. This timeline proves the incredible power of AI lead follow-up. Let's say a new lead comes in at 3 a.m. Normally, that lead goes completely cold by morning. But with a modern agency leveraging AI agents, the clock stops at exactly 45 seconds. Boom. In less than a minute, the AI replies, engages the prospect, and actually books a call for 10 a.m. the very next day. US leads demand an answer right now. If your agency isn't using seamless tech to solve this speed-to-lead problem, you are literally leaving thousands of dollars on the table, while your competitors are fast asleep.
Section 3. Revenue over vanity metrics.
Now this is where we need to totally flip the script on how you view the cost of an agency.
Most owners see marketing as an annoying expense, right? But that's only true if you're working with the wrong people. A good agency is never just an expensive cost, it's a massive growth lever. Imagine a scenario where a $3,500 monthly investment yields $9,000 in new booked clients. That's a clean, upward trending return. Meanwhile, a quote-unquote cheap agency charging $800 a month that gets you 0 results, that actually costs you nearly $5,000 over 6 months, not to mention all the time you completely wasted. But a premium partner, they patch that leaking bucket we talked about earlier, and suddenly your revenue is overflowing straight into the bank. The question isn't what's the cheapest option, it's what actually generates a return on investment.
To get there, you absolutely must demand that your agency stops reporting on those meaningless squiggly lines and starts connecting their work directly to revenue. Here are the metrics that actually tell the truth. 1. The total number of qualified leads generated. 2. The exact cost per qualified lead. Literally just divide your retainer by the actual leads they brought in. 3. The conversion rate on your key service pages to see if that traffic is doing anything. And finally, you need to measure clear, month-over-month progress against the exact plan they pitched you on day 1.
Section 4. The pre-hiring audit.
So, this is your final layer of defense before you sign a single document. Take this checklist to the very next agency you speak with. Did they ask deep, probing questions to diagnose your specific problem, or did they just blindly prescribe their most expensive package? Is their contract short-term, say 90 days, with a really clear exit clause, or are they desperately trying to lock you in for a full year? Have you independently verified their claims with current clients? And the absolute big one, does the contract state unequivocally that you legally own your website, your content, and your ad accounts? Listen to me, if you're checking no on more than 3 of these boxes, you need to walk away immediately and keep your marketing budget safe.
Which leaves us with one final, incredibly important question. Can your current agency pass this test? If you are tired of being stressed out by messy reports and you're ready to step into the confidence of a genuine partnership, it is time to demand better. Yes, the industry has a major shortage of real problem solvers, but elite teams absolutely do exist. Teams that diagnose what's broken and prove their value with numbers you can actually take to the bank. It's time to secure your free, jargon-free audit. Ask yourself, are you buying vanity or are you finally ready to invest in growth?